Deb here, your spiritual cheerleader and mentor. Today we have a very, very special guest, Charlotte Van Horn. Hey, Chai.
Hey, how you doing, Deb?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for being a guest on Greatest Jesus in Me YouTube channel.
hmm Thank you for inviting me.
So, friends, I'm going to start out. Chai is my alter ego. Okay. And as we go through this conversation, y'all are going to learn so much about this lady. She's an amazing lady. Just to give a little background about us, Chai. So, you and I met because of our husbands. As a matter of fact, it was 2000, I think 2002, 2003, we were in the PX. The PX is the
Mhm.
military store. And we kind
Yes,
of ran into each other.
yes. And I had heard so many stories about Carlos. And he was like, and Alfredo was always like, that guy right there looks so much like somebody I used to know. And so when he said, I think that's Carlos. And when he said Carlos, I knew exactly who he meant. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, it's probably not, but it was.
Yes, yes. And we were so happy to meet him, to see him again. And I was so
Yeah.
happy to meet you. And
hmm
ever since then, we have become friends.
hmm
And then the last time we saw each other, and I need to put on my glasses because I jotted down.
And those glasses look very fly, by the way. Oh
Oh,
my
thank you.
goodness. I love them.
Anyway, I think it was between 2015 and 2016 because we used to meet every so often for brunch.
Yes. I
And
remember those. That was so nice.
yeah, and that was the last time that we saw each other, but we have stayed in touch on WhatsApp mainly because you are a very busy lady.
Yes. We all are.
Well, you are because you go back and forth. You in the United States, you go to Panama. You have taken over Panama, and it's not Panamanian.
I love Panama. I love Panama. Yeah, and it's been a very busy, hectic schedule, and I think that not being able to connect with my friends as much has been the greatest price that I've paid, honestly. And even as we're transitioning into, me having more time, one of the things that is first on my list is being able to connect more, with my friends and the people that I love, and just to be able to take time to do those things that I think about doing, all the time. And then just like, oh my goodness, where did the time go? So I just want to dedicate the next season of my life showing my friends love.
But there's always a trade-off, and that's the thing. There's always, no matter what you do, there's always a trade-off.
It
And
is.
I do miss you. I do miss our
I miss
lunches,
you
our
too.
brunches.
Yes,
But
I
too,
miss you too.
COVID, we probably wouldn't be doing it anyway. So
Anyway, I know COVID gave everybody a pass for at least 1 year.
yes, yes,
Man,
yes.
yes.
So, friends, let me tell you a little bit about this lady. This lady is selfless. She is an encourager. She's a supporter. She's an advocate. She goes the extra mile. You can count on her. She loves helping people. And I'm saying this from personal experience because I remember when I wrote my first book, A Time to Reflect, you were a true supporter. And when I would go to my book signings where I was kind of nervous, anytime I look, I see you there with a big smile, just waving and just to come and say, hey, I'm here, I'm supporting you and encouraging you. And that really brightened up my day. So yeah, and I really want to thank you for that. And two, when I had my first speaking engagement, you and Al were there with Carlos, and I really appreciated that, going that extra mile for me. And, that's why I love you so much. I really do love you so much.
I love you more, Deb, and you're that same person. And I'm glad that you've taken a moment to articulate how that felt for you, because I don't think people understand how it feels when you know that somebody is there. When you look up and you see your people that have stopped what they were doing to say, "I'm here for you, girl. I'm in your corner." I don't think that people understand how important it is, especially for you,
Yes,
because you're shy.
I
You
am.
are admittedly shy,
I
and
am.
I knew what you were doing with, and you have the new book now, but I knew what you were doing with A Time to Reflect. You were really being obedient to God, because if you had been the one to just say, "This is what you're going to do," you would have told yourself, "You got that wrong, sis.
Right.
That's not what we're going to do." And you stepped outside your comfort zone. So it was muy importante that
Oh, girl, speak is
look at me, bilingual baby. Look, I'm trying, but I was just so happy to do it, and I know that it meant a lot to you, and I know people do it for me. You do it for me, and I know how much it means to me. It's reciprocity. Reciprocity. That's all.
and I like that what you said, because that's what people understand. When people are there for you, when you really need them, and you knew the type of person, and you know that I needed that little support, that little encouragement, that smile, and it really made a difference for me. And that's what I think a lot of people too will make a difference for them. If you know that you are not comfortable with something, and people are there supporting you, it really
Yes.
makes and encouraging you, because sometimes you really don't want to do it. No, we know you can do it. We're here for you. That really makes a
Yes.
big difference.
And when somebody from me, who I just, have to move fear out of the way in order to do the things that I do. People say, "Girl, you do this, you do that, and oh my goodness, you don't know. I know, how do you do it?" It is just the grace of God. It is just God who always equips me for what He asked me to do. Because there's a lot of times that in my inside I want to say no because I'm afraid, but I know that there's things that we do that people are not going to support you.
Yes, that's true.
And when it's the people that I love and you're doing something new, I don't care if nobody else shows up. I'm going to be there with my pom-poms.
I know that,
It's
and
important.
that's
Yeah.
that is the beauty about you. You did it for me, and you have done it for so many other people, and I know they appreciate it, because they know they can count on you. You
Yep.
are a true you are a true trooper. You are a true supporter, and just like me, I know many of them are thanking you. And two, you are funny. You're always cheerful, and I always say you are the life of the party. Literally, you go to a place, and that smile, that you have is so contagious. Look, oh girl, you are the life of the party, and we need people like you around us, especially somebody like me. I remember when I used to have the
The women's
phenomenal
thing.
ladies
Oh
gathering,
gosh.
and I
Yeah.
would make sure that you were there, because I knew you would be the life of the party.
Those were some nice gatherings.
Yes,
Everybody brings something,
yes,
but you gotta have you're right. You gotta have that person, that mix. You know what I mean? That one that's, if you got a group full of quiet people, you gotta have that loudmouth one. The one that's just gonna be loud, the one that's gonna say stuff and people be like, "Did she just really say that?"
yes, she did.
Uh, yes. Um, we all bring our qualities.
Yeah, it's like a puzzle. We all complement each other, and
Mhm.
if we know our weaknesses or where we are short, then there's that person that fills that gap. So
Yeah.
in my case, that's why I say you are my alter ego, because you
Mhm.
are all what I would like to be on the outside. You know, it's just the first part of this conversation, because the rest of the conversation is going to be the article that I wrote about you. Title was "I Truly Turn My Mess Over to God."
Mhm.
So we are going to be talking much more about that because in this article we just barely scratched the surface,
Mhm.
and it was very powerful. So we want to expand a little bit more on that, and we'll be
Well, you
talking
know,
about.
video allows us to do that now.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? It's so
yes,
much easier.
yes, that's the beauty, and this is what God wants us to do: to use
Yes.
technology to reach people and have these
Yes.
kind of conversations. So that's what we're going to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
So, folks, friends, stay tuned. You don't want to miss this. And remember to go to Greater is Jesus in Me YouTube channel and subscribe now. And go to www.greaterisjesusinme.com and read this article. Again, the title is Chai, I Truly Turn My Mess Over to God.